we're talking about the future of the MBA in times of AI. What is your specific points of view on the future of the shaping the leaders and the future leaders of the world with help from the AI?
I'm not sure it's about with help of AI. I think today in this conference we've been discussing several aspects of AI. Indeed, AI can be a tool in the pedagogical process and as you know, both on the receiving end, how to improve the experience with the students and the pedagogy and how we interact with them, etc. But I think further than that, I think we went further than that and we discussed the fact that the future leaders of tomorrow, they need to be technology savvy. And given that AI is so pervasive, nowadays they cannot leave school without understanding how this technology works, not deep inside, but at least what it can do, what are the benefits, what are the risks, we talk a lot about that, and the ethical considerations also.
And what about the MBA programs itself? Because we know that they differ whether you study in US, in Central Europe or Western Europe, but how does the AI affect the curriculum itself?
Right. I cannot speak for all the MBA programs in the world, of course. We've been discussing and we have addressed that question today with the accrediting organizations.
Yes.
They have given our views. And the accreditation looks at different areas, of course. One of them is content, but the other one is also process. And they look a little bit about all these things. The point was made that increasingly, the same way that we started looking at how digitalization in general was affecting each of these areas, we call it digitalization today. By extension, is AI tomorrow or today already. So we also made the point that different parts of the world have different needs. And even there's a difference between private schools and public schools. Private schools being less funded from a research point of view. We also made the point that standalone schools are at a disadvantage compared to schools that are embedded in a large university, because typically the engineering schools have the labs and the resources where some of these is being developed, tested, demonstrated, and then the MBA students can go and experience that. So I think we all have to find ways of incorporating that into the curriculum. It's difficult and maybe expensive for some schools, but there's no choice, because that's the way the world is going. And if only from the point of view of understanding and responding to trends and developments that happen in business and society, well, this is the biggest thing that we have seen for a long time.
Well, yeah.
So, and therefore it cannot be ignored. And so people need to be aware of it, and I would say more than aware of it, understanding how this technology can be used for improving operations and improving the way we conduct business.
So you're on the side of positive effects of AI. You see it as an improvement, not just something that hops in and takes areas of expertise from
people.
Exactly.
Look, we can go back in history hundreds of years. This is a classic problem in technology adoption. Every revolution, technological revolution, has brought with it fears and problems indeed. We shouldn't be naive about that. Of course, many people make the point that this is a different type of technology. It could be argued every technology was different than the one it preceded anyway. So, and everyone sparked a revolution. So we are in what people call the fourth industrial revolution or whatever.
I think it's an industry 5.0 now.
Oh, 5.0. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was the previous one. Anyway, I keep losing track. You see, this is what people say. So much change, you have to keep up with all the changes. But indeed, so we just cannot ignore it. So and people need to be knowledgeable about the impacts, the consequences, and how to manage it. So, am I afraid of that, or should be on the positive side or the negative side? This question was raised also in the conference, and somebody made the point. Look, this is a tool at the end of the day. Yeah. And like all tools, I give you a knife, you can use it to cut meat, or you can use it to kill somebody. So same thing here, right? So I mean, at the end of the day, is usage and the user, and the way it's going to be used, and the way users are going to respond to it. It's going to determine, in many ways, whether this will have positive or negative effects. There is potential for both, for better and for worse.
Well, in everything there is a potential, right? For better and for worse. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me here. Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.